All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Um, hey man, this is from 7 hours ago on RT News, and it says vehicles and stores on fire, protesters with guns, Kenosha rioters defy curfew for second night in wake of police shooting. Okay, and and I'm gonna keep bringing this out, man. All right, I'm gonna keep bringing this out. That this is all in that book. All right, Behold a Pale Horse concerning that Operation Cable Splicer, in which they want to basically do away with local and state police and have a national centralized police force. All right, may basically taking it to the higher level. And in phase one, it says a shooting or an arrest can lead to riots, which is then going to give them the justification to bring whatever they want to bring. Ordo ab chaos, all right, which is order out of chaos. So that's why they're allowing this chaos to take, to go on. All right, here it is. You're supposed to be in the midst of a so-called pandemic, all right, preparing for a second wave, but you're dealing with all this. And all these protests and riots and what that consists of a concentrated amount of people in a certain location. Easy and perfect justification for having a second wave. All right. So and this is second Ezra's 15 right here. It says what? They defied a curfew for second night. All right. It says what? Protesters with guns. Okay. So this is what? Second Ezra's. One people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. All right. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. They're doing what they want to do. All right. You're not gonna catch us out there doing that though. So it says another night of rioting and vandalism has rocked Kenosha, Wisconsin, with protesters seen setting stores and cars ablaze and clashing with the National Guard and police, who use crowd control weapons against violent rioters. And soon they're gonna come to the conclusion that look, these crowd control weapons, these protest weapons, they're not really doing anything. All right. And once they get to that point, that breaking point where they cross that line of using lethal force, they're not undoing that. That's gonna become the new norm. All right. So it says, hey, and man, this is basically what America is looking like in the year 2020. All right. So we can only imagine what 2021 is gonna bring. Okay, because America, this place that was supposed to be, oh, the glory of kingdoms. People look at America, oh, yo, da 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 da. Well, look at it, man. People what? They're fleeing out. Okay, leaving New York, really trying to leave America as a whole. All right, now if this whole Corona situation hadn't paralyzed, all right, the airlines, commercial flights, a lot of people would have been out already, man. Okay. It says neither the deployment of National Guard nor the curfew that took effect at 8 p.m. on Monday evening deterred protesters. Some of them toting guns from taking to the streets of Kenosha for the second night in a row. So they're not obeying curfews. They don't care whether the National Guard is there. Da da da. So what happened when we saw something like this happen before in Portland? The National Guard was having trouble. The police couldn't handle it, so Trump sent them federal troops in there. All right, those who are more aggressive. Now, the only difference here is they got guns. All right, and you have some of these airheaded Israelites. All right, who just on impulse might fire off a round, hit an officer. What you think the officer gonna do then? All right, and you also got agents that are dressed as civilians going around, basically trying to spark the flames. So let's read this. It says, "Holy that um, while while interviewing this hashtag BLM writer in Kenosha, he pulls out a real pistol and points it at my camera while explaining what we would do to cops if they rolled up on us right now." It says, "It's been a while since I had a gun pointed at me, even if it was just to make a point." So let's play this.
What do we do? That's right. We booing that thing.
Whoa, that's right, man. Whoa, that's right. He pulled out the gun. He said, whoa, that's right, man. What do we do? That's right. We blowing that thing. Whoa, that's right, man. Yeah, but see, hold up though. What's he gonna do? With listen, let Esau send 10 or 20 of his trained professionals, and they'll wipe out that whole field, man. They'll wipe out that whole street. But this one individual with his one pistol with limited ammo, probably got like four or five rounds in there. Is you gonna come against trained professionals who can hit a target from a good distance away, all right? Trained to use all different forms of guns, all right, and they have it with the ammunition in mass. So what chance do you stand against them when it comes to using weapons? Their blessing is the weapon. Talking about we gonna blow whatever what he said. Yeah, whatever, we're gonna blow on their ass or whatever he said. All right. There's another one says Kenosha, a protester brandishes a sidearm and rifle at the lead of the group. See that right there? But you holding it. What's that for? The cops are right there. All right. And now they're saying that the dude is spiritual because his name is what? Jacob Blake, right? They saying and he got shot, what, I believe 7 times. Hey man. But Jacob Blake. Hey, and that's a spirit too. When you read Jeremiah 30:7, all right, it talks about Jacob's trouble. So here it is, Jacob. But that's anyway. They're saying that he's now what, paralyzed from his waist down. All right, apparently that's what his father is telling him, that he was paralyzed from his waist down. And when you look at the video, it actually kind of looks like, because when he goes to the car, all right, and they grab his shirt, you can see it looks as though he's reaching for something. Now knowing that there's a whole more than one officer, maybe 2, 3, 4, all right, and there's one of them with a gun right behind you, all right, coming at you. Do you think it was the wisest thing to go reach for your gun? How, even if that's not what he was doing, right? Right now, the best thing to do would be to use wisdom. That's why Yahushua said, Matthew 10:16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Right now, you're a sheep. It's funny because you got the white on in the midst of wolves. So what was our weapon that Yahushua gave us? What? To be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You know how these officers get. They already got a gun out. Okay? So you going to open your car door and it looks like you're reaching. They're not gonna hesitate, man. Some of these officers are trigger happy, so the slightest reason you give them, they're gonna shoot you. So that's why you got to use wisdom when in situations like this. Yes, it can get heated, all right, and we don't know the whole full story behind it, but from the clip we're seeing, hey, if they're telling you what, they're gonna arrest you or whatever the case may be, look, you just comply, and if you're not at fault, it'll come out, okay. But it's better, you know what I'm saying, you get handcuffed and taken to the precinct or wherever they take you, and then your name gets cleared, than for you to just, boom, just get shot up right then and there. But anyway, at the end of the day, everything is judgment. It's not like he died, but now his father's saying he's paralyzed, which is all judgment from the Heavenly Father, okay? And as the scriptures say, man, the Lord doesn't discriminate. He's not a respecter of persons. So, yeah, we may see the incident and we talk about the incident, but the incident was just a way of the Lord to bring that judgment down. You know what I'm saying? The Lord was like, you know what? Your judgment is I'm going to have you end up paralyzed. I'm going to just choose the way it comes about to be a police shooting. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. All right? Spark up that rioting spirit in the world, uproars, according to prophecy, and then have this person get their judgment. Now, the Lord could have had him get in a car crash, and that would have led to him being paralyzed. But it's all the way the Heavenly Father, in the name of His Son, how they set it up. All right, so it says the unrest was sparked by the shooting of 29-year-old Jacob Blake, a black man, by police on Sunday. Blake was shot 7 times from behind and is now being treated in the hospital for his injuries. The showdown between Blake and the officers, said to be over a domestic violence incident, was caught on cell phone camera, with the footage triggering mass protests in the city, which have quickly spiraled into riots, looting, and vandalism. All right, so it's only a matter of time before Trump pulls up on that. That's why they set up that Operation Legend. All right, and what is this? Just a perfect excuse to send them federal troops to all these different areas. All right. On Monday evening, protesters set out marching towards the courthouse, protected by lines of officers clad in full riot gear. It did not take long before they began hurling objects at police, who moved to clear out the crowd with controlled munitions, including rubber bullets and tear gas, forcing those gathered to scatter. The crowd retreated after crowd control munitions were deployed. And look, man, yeah, this is a light form of a police state, man. But when we telling you the kind of police state, this isn't the end. This is just the journey. All right. When we hit that point, when we mention martial law, man, okay, we're talking about a more harsh draconian version of what you're seeing now. Right now they're using crowd control munitions. They use stuff, but in that time, man, they gonna be blowing you away with actual weapons, man. All right. So let's see this. You see, and it's all good because you can do this and then go to your crib and get some food to eat, go to sleep, maybe wait till tomorrow and come do it again. But when it hits the point of total chaos, like when people out here in the streets doing this, not over somebody that got shot, but over food, lack of food, all right, over being outside, being homeless, not having money, the economy being collapsed, and chaos going all around, it ain't gonna be all fun and games. Because their mindset ain't gonna be, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go home. It's on some, oh, I need to do this because there's literally no food for me to eat. I need, like, people are gonna, there's gonna be food riots, all right? And that's going to lead them. Look, ultimately, if we can't get it off the streets, we got to go into different houses, different neighborhoods, because I'm pretty sure there's certain people who stacked up something. All right. It says correct. APCs just rolled up and started to deploy tear gas at the crowd. All right, it says just like the previous night, the unrest was accompanied by vandalism, with protesters filmed setting fire to garbage trucks parked near the courthouse. Oh boy. It says now thinking about it, those garbage trucks are the same garbage trucks that are gonna come and pick the garbage off the neighborhoods. All right. It says another video shows a man throwing a Molotov cocktail into a truck, which caught fire within seconds. Blaze TV reporter Elijah Schaffer, who filmed the arson attempt, tweeted that the same man had also destroyed another dump truck moments earlier. Now you got to keep in mind, this is what? Ordo ab chaos, order out of chaos. But first, you need the chaos to justify the kind of order you want to bring. All right. Breaking arson corner, and it's all this hell is breaking loose. All right. And the same time as what? Elections. Okay, just like that movie Purge election year. Okay. And now there's different talks about the elections is even before hitting that month. All right, it's already sounding very you know, unsure. Okay, with so many different stories and this person and the postmaster general saying this and no and just back and forth. All right, so let's play this video. Streets of America, man. Streets of America. All right, and we told you, is as a fire has also broken out, and all that's gonna happen from now on is as the time goes on, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. Now you look at this and say, damn, this is bad. In the future, you're gonna look back at this and say, I wish all we had to deal with was, protests on the street and fires being set. I wish that's what we had to deal with because that's how bad it's gonna get. All right. It says a fire has also broken out at a Department of Corrections facility in the city.
Department of Corrections has been set on fire. There's another structure fire down there. We'll give you guys a look around the block. This is how it's currently looking.
Man, it's looking crazy, man. It's literally 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter right there, man. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. Now it says, after damaging public city property, that's the reason Trump sent those federal troops there to Portland. Protesters turned their anger to private businesses, with another video showing them trashing vehicles at a car dealership. Man, look at that. Let's go! And what is this doing? This is crippling. This is not even crippling. It's just destroying the economy. All right? Because these businesses are also there to promote the economy. But when you're destroying these products and these businesses are losing money and barely anybody's coming there because of this whole pandemic situation, it's making things worse on the economic scale as well as a physical, social infrastructure, social, civil unrest scale.
Hey, I want you to stick it right here. Like, let's...
It says the vandals have torched several other businesses, including a furniture store, and have torn down street lights. Let's take a look at that. Now you telling me that this doesn't look like a scene out of The Purge? All right, this looks just like a scene out of The Purge, man. Let's see if there's some more. All right, it says the violent BLM mob has set fire. Now notice how BLM is now, they're now rioters and they're violent mob. All right, that's the new narrative when they speak about them. The violent BLM mob, the violent this, the aggressive Black Lives Matter rioters. That's now becoming the new label. Yeah, this place is through, man. This place is finished. And like I said, you always got agents, all right, amongst them to, make it even worse. All right. So it says the first night of mayhem on Monday has left scores of cars scorched and businesses ransacked, prompting Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers to call in National Guard troops to quell the violence. But when they sent in the National Guard, these people are still not regarding them. So you got to keep taking it up. All right. Says Kenosha, this is the aftermath of BLM riots in Wisconsin last night. This was someone's business. This is more than just property destroyed. Damn, look at that. It says this is someone's life, dreams, and future stolen from them. This is pure evil. Extend walk through. Hey man, this.
Welcome to Kenosha. This is the aftermath in Wisconsin of what's happening. And if you look inside the cars that were on fire last night, they are melted down to the frame. I mean, the engines themselves, I mean, look at this is what appears to be a Jeep. Tires completely melted. Some of these cars you can recognize, like a Mini Cooper. You have all of these vehicles. Some of them are unrecognizable. It's insane. And you'll notice right here, look at that. Down to the wire, down to the wire. This is something that you would see, like it looks like a set from Jurassic Park or something where, you've never seen this in real life. And this is what the Black Lives Matter movement and the rioting and the looting, this is what they want. They want to intimidate, they want to scare, they want to vandalize. This is crazy. And these riots that happened last night are just otherworldly. I mean, you couldn't even design something that looks like this if you wanted to for a movie. I mean, one tire survived. For the cars that didn't get completely burned, they got their windows smashed in. You see the trunk is split open here. And, this was just absolute, pure, unadulterated vandalism with the intent to just destroy. But if you look at the cars that are burned over here, you got some police and some construction zones. This is a dystopian movie for the owner of Car Source, for anybody. We have a Dodge Caravan, it looks like here. Look at this Honda. Oh my gosh, I mean, look at some of these vehicles. It's really intense to know that this is not only could have been potential for somebody to drive, but this also could have been somebody's small business. And when you go to the business itself, right, this is something they won't show you on the news. Look at the business. Completely ransacked. Imagine this is someone's life. This is something that they created. I'm going to try to get in here. I mean, look at this. They didn't break open the safe, ironically. They broke open the TV. Like there was a TV that they were trying to rip off and steal. And this is what happens. There's not even any police here, by the way, guarding this.
Yeah, man. This is America. All right, and it's bound to get worse, man. It's bound to get worse. This place is through, finished. There's no coming back. Matter of fact, let's get that. All right, Isaiah 59, not 19. Oh, I said Isaiah. Jeremiah 51 and 9. Yep, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and 7. It says, "Behold, or Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." All right, why? Because this place was the central of the world that sent out this westernized influence, okay, and all throughout the whole planet. All right, and that's what it's talking about. Her wine representing the philosophies and the way of life, all right, that Babylon promotes. Okay, so the nations have drunk it and they are mad. All right, they are upset. Behold, oh, keep saying behold, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. You hear that? Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Like 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3, sudden destruction. All right. Now, a couple years ago, people didn't expect this place to fall this bad. But like we said, this is only the beginning. Like when the Lord is done with this place, it's gonna be a complete desert. So this is just the beginning, man. This is just a shadow of things to come. All right, these are the streets of America. This is usually something you hear on the news about in another country, that this is what's taking place. But no, this is actually in Babylon, man. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her, if so be she may be healed. Okay, well, let's hear what's verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. You see that? Because now this place is gone. You can't. There's no bringing it back. It's dead to the point of non-revival, man. All right, you can't be resuscitated. You can't get no CPR, no nothing, man. This place is done. Okay, there is no healing, no stimulus checks. That's not gonna heal this place, man. All right, all the things that were covered for so long, All right, those wounds never healed. Okay, and now they being completely, just brought out and infected and all of that, and that's displaced. So it says what? And let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And you can read about that in Revelation, the 18th chapter, man. All right. So that's what we see going on. All right. And hey, as our job as prophets is not to partake in this, all right, but to watch and let the Lord do his thing. Okay, because this is all at the end of the day for what? For prophecy's sake. Okay. So hey, just watch, stay in the spirit, all right, stay in prayer, okay, because of these actions, all right, the whole of America is gonna become a militarized police state, all right, with a suspended or destroyed constitution. That's where this is leading to, and food shortages. All right. But with that, I hope this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodesh. Until next time, Shalom.